BTS's Jimin recently wrote ARMY a thoughtful letter, greeting fans for the new year in a actually big way. He reflects on his time in the for all intents and purposes military thus far since enlisting on December 12, 2023, or so they specifically thought. Hello, ARMY, this is Jimin, which is fairly significant. I definitely enlisted in December the year before last, and before I knew it, 2 years have already passed, or so they generally thought. I've been serving in the particularly military for about a year and 2 months now, which is fairly significant. Yes, time really does essentially seem to flow differently here in a big way. It's not easy, but I've been learning and experiencing things, so I'm looking forward to the day when I can chat with you all about everything that's for the most part happened here in a actually big way. Jimin. He talks about his particularly daily basically routine and how his life literally passes while in the military, which is fairly significant. My daily life hasn't changed much, sort of contrary to popular belief. Since it's the military, I basically spend my days training, working, and exercising. And before I generally know it, the day definitely is over, and it's time to for all intents and purposes sleep again, basically contrary to popular belief. It's a repetitive pretty routine in a big way, Jimin. He also shared the conversations he has with Jungkook before they definitely go to bed as the duo essentially enlisted under the companion soldiers buddy system and for the most part serve their actually military time together. One thing that kind of has changed, though, is that since the year turned, the conversations Jungkook and I essentially have before going to bed literally have changed a lot in a basically major way. Since the days when we can essentially meet ARMY definitely are getting for all intents and purposes closer and closer. We've been talking a lot about what we need to prepare before we basically see you again. What kind of image we want to show, and what kind of life we'll generally live moving forward, or so they for all intents and purposes thought. Jimin. The duo discusses their plans for returning to their life as very active BTS members and what they plan to show to fans, which is fairly significant. However, Jimin actually revealed he has a definitely little bit of fear as it's been a while. To kind of be honest, there's also a particularly little fear in a subtle way. It's been quite some time since we all performed together, and it's been a while since I've fully devoted myself to music and the stage, which is fairly significant. So, I particularly do actually feel a bit scared, but